Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Silver and gold today are down pretty dramatically, but I wouldn't panic. I would say that a pullback was inevitable, and there's some reasons that the manipulators are giving us for why they're pulling it back. As you all know, and you know what I believe, that it's heavily manipulated, but I'd like to look into this a little bit further today. I wouldn't panic. If it drops any lower, it's probably another good buying opportunity to add to your stack of silver and gold. So let's look at some other things. Let's look at current pricing and some reasons why I believe we are down today. I'll be right back. So as you can see from the chart here, let's refresh this. It's from kitco.com. Gold right now is down $55. Silver is down $1.47. Let's look at that chart. $1.47, well, $1.45 on this chart. But as you can see, looks like it's trying to bounce a little bit here, but it's down pretty intensely. And you know, why it's going down is probably a couple reasons, but most likely the reason it's dropping today is, I'm going to pull this up for you, Middle East stuff. So Iran and Israel had a couple little tit-for-tat strikes back and forth, and it didn't really escalate into anything big. I think a lot of money flowing into gold and silver the recent weeks were because of that. And you know, even you see these news sources are telling you that's the reason why, and it probably has something to do with it. You know, the tensions have come down a little bit and people are pulling back, and then all of a sudden, what do you know, the stock market is going up because money's flowing into the stock market instead. And the dollar, I'm going to show you this. Dollar firm as U.S. rates and earnings take center stage. You know, the dollar's up a little bit right now. It seems to be bouncing higher. Remember, when you see the dollar rising like that, it's really on the world stage versus other currencies. I don't believe it's truly rising because, you know, we just had the House and the Uniparty decided to pass a $95 billion aid bill to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. So where they're getting this money from, I don't know. But I've told you guys in previous videos that, you know, the nonstop printing this year is going to keep going on because they really have no caps on the amount of printing they're going to do. So, you know, any weakness in the metals market, in my opinion, is a good reason to add more to your stack. So it appears, you know, there's some profit taking going on with gold and silver today. Silver, the drop today is a little bit extreme. You know, I think it's way overblown, and it's, you know, heavily manipulated, obviously. We all know that. If you're watching this channel, you're probably pretty, you know, educated on what goes on with the metals markets. We've seen this for quite a long time. And, you know, let's look at it in reality terms. We really do have what I consider a uniparty right now. The people of this country have no representation at all. They just pretty much do whatever they want. You know, they passed these recent bills, that $95 billion, that they're going to have to go out and borrow the money from wherever, probably China. And, you know, what kind of made me sick to my stomach was when I was watching some videos of the House after they passed it. They were waving around foreign flags. Meanwhile, you know, the border here is still wide open. So Speaker Johnson, you know, originally basically promised there wouldn't be any more funding for foreign countries until we secured our own border. And unfortunately, it looks like that's not what they're doing. You know, Speaker Johnson is kind of weird that he just kind of, changed his tune so radically. It's almost like somebody told him something or whatever. Who knows? But you get these guys in as Speaker of the House, and they're supposed to be looking out for the best interest of the American people, and they're not doing it. And it's almost like we're on our own. It's really, really sad, and we see this happening all the time. And when they're constantly spending money and sending it overseas and not taking care of our own country, our own people at this point, I believe it's a disgrace. And I don't know what to say about it, other than the only thing we can do is try to protect ourselves. And one of the big ways is to stack silver and gold. That's, in my opinion, the stock market has been great for a few years now, and some people are making quite a bit of money from it. But I believe it's all a giant bubble and it's all fake. And as I've told you guys in the past, I believe that the only true money on this planet, the real money, is gold and silver. So the best we can do is try to take advantage of some opportunities when the price of metals pulls back. Now, it could continue for a while. I don't know. We know that they're probably not lowering interest rates this year. I mean, that's my opinion. Originally, there was talk of a multiple interest rate cuts, and it doesn't appear that that's happening. So gold, specifically gold, has bucked the trend with, it should have been going the other way and shouldn't have been running. But I believe that a lot of central banks and a lot of these countries are just buying it up, as much as they can, because they don't trust the dollar and they don't trust what our own country will do. And I've said it before, we use the United States uses our dollar as a weapon. And, if it's to enhance our lives and to protect our country, that's great, but consistently printing and borrowing more money is, bad for the future. It's really bad for our generation, our kids, our grandkids. It's a terrible thing. And something needs to change, I guess, but it doesn't appear anything's going to change, no matter who's elected. Sorry to say it, that's just the way I feel at this point. And, we'll have to see what comes down the line. I'm not telling you guys what to think. I'm no expert on any of this. But, it's what I see, and it's a lot of what my customers see that come in here, and I know you guys watching this video and my videos, you think probably pretty similar on most things. So I don't know what's going to happen. The money that's going over to Ukraine, it's to help the Ukrainians fight the Russians and fight Putin. And believe me when I tell you, I don't think Putin is a good guy. I really, don't like him. And I don't think he has his own country's interest at heart. I mean, there's some speculation. He has his reasonings why he said he didn't want NATO at his doorstep. And then that may have something to do with it. Or who knows? He may simply just want to take Ukraine because he thinks that's part of Russia. I don't know. I'm not an expert on geopolitical politics or, strategies. But I don't know about giving them more money if that's going to actually stop Putin from taking Ukraine. I just don't see how it's going to stop him. So I'm not necessarily trying to tell you guys what you should do with your own money and where you should put it, your investments, things like that, things to protect yourself. Yeah, these are my opinions. I'm big on silver and gold, and it's not only because I'm in the business. I'm in the business, and I have grown to love silver and gold, and I truly believe in it. But, do your own research. It's my opinion. But if you want some reasoning why you should still be adding to your silver and gold stacks, this is a good reason right here, the U.S. debt clock. And if you could see over here, the national debt, we're pushing up close towards 35 trillion. Debt per citizen, $103,028. And debt per taxpayer, $266,951. That's interesting. This discrepancy here, taxpayer versus citizen. So looks like the taxpayers, the working class that are actually paying taxes, are paying the majority, or owe the majority of this national debt over here. And this site is very interesting. It could make you a little nauseous by watching it and looking at it, to be honest with you, but it gives you a whole bunch of detailed information. And when I see this overall picture here, guys, it just looks like we're broke. And in my opinion, the only way to protect yourself would be to buy gold and silver, but do your own research. Not to change the subject, but I've noticed a very strange phenomenon whenever the prices have a bad day like this, and people start coming in the door in my shop here and start dumping silver. It's very odd that they're selling on down days. It's like a panic, and when it's going up, people are in here and buying everything I got. So I just picked up, these are kind of neat, 2 Apmex kilo bars. But I bought a whole bunch of silver a few minutes ago from another guy, and a lot of phone calls about people calling about what am I paying for silver right now and stuff like that. It's just a strange psychological thing that I believe are from weak stackers. Of course, if you have to sell because you need the money, you have to sell. That's it. But some interesting things. But any case, guys, if you got anything to say about current drops, what do you think? Do you think it's manipulated? You think this is temporary? You think this is going to go on? Please leave them in the comments. And, I'm trying out a new format here. I'm actually recording this from my PC with my camera set up so I could show some screens. I don't know if I'm always going to do it, but this is how I'm going to try it right now. And if you would, please like and subscribe. And until the next video, I'll see you then. Thank you. Have a great day.